All right, the verb tener. Tener means to have, okay? Tener means to have, or it's used to show a relationship or ownership or possession over something. For example, tengo un hermano mayor. I have an older brother. Tenemos un regalo para Tere. We have a gift for Tere. So you can use it to show relationship, like someone being your cousin, your brother, whatever it is, or owning something. We have a gift, we have a house, I have a car, I have a child, whatever it is in that part of your life that you've got going on. Some expressions in Spanish use tener where English means to be, so they can also be used for things like how old someone is. Mi primo tiene 16 años. My cousin is 16 years old. And the reason is because this literally says my cousin has 16 years. And although that doesn't literally translate, you can understand the meaning, to have a number of years. In the Hispanic culture, having a lot of years, being older, traditionally has been seen as being like a gift, very, very special, to have made it in the world that long. And that cultural sentiment has made its way into the way the language is structured. So you say you have a number of years, as opposed to being a number of years. We also have tengo hambre y sed. I'm hungry and thirsty. And I'm also, at the end of this, I'm going to give you a short little picture with a list of idioms with tener to help you out with all the uses, because there are quite a few uses. But let's get into the conjugations for right now. So, to conjugate tener, we're going to be filling in our chart right here. We have tengo, tienes, tiene, tenemos, tenéis, tienen. And that means I have, you have, he has, she has, you formal have, we have, y'all have, they have, or y'all have. Okay, let's look back at our notes. Tener is used for, we said, ownership or relationship. Some use Spanish where the English would use to be. And let's see. I'm going to go ahead and show you the idioms, okay? So we've got tener with hambre, would be to be hungry. To say I am hungry, you would say tengo hambre. So all you have to do is conjugate tener for whoever the action applies to or the feeling applies to, and then stick that on the end of there. So tengo hambre, I'm hungry. Tengo sed, I'm thirsty. Tiene calor, she's hot. Tenemos frío, we're cold. Tengo ganas de, that means I'm eager to, or tengo que, I have to, like if you're thinking about what you got to go home and do for your mom, you got chores to do, tengo que limpiar la casa, I have to go clean the house. Let's do tienen sueño, they're sleepy. Tengo dinero, I have money. Tengo dolor de, I hurt or I ache in this place. And of course, tengo blank años, I have blank number of years, or I am blank years old. And that is just some of them. There are tons of idioms with tener, okay? And I will be giving you a list to help you out. Escribe la forma apropiada del verbo tener, luego resuelve el problema. So, el total de edades de los hijos de nuestra familia es 100. The total age total in our family is 100. Marta, what are we going to put here for Marta? Look back at your chart. Where would Marta fall? Marta is she, so we're going to go with third person singular. Marta tiene, T-I-E-N-E, 19 años. Marta is 19 years old. Paco y yo, remember that's Paco and I, together we're we. Tenemos 2 años menos que Marta. We have 2 years less than Marta. Laura y Eva tienen, they have 5 años menos que Paco y yo. ¿Cuántos años blank? Nuestro hermano mayor Enrique. So now we're talking about Enrique and how old he is. So we're going to use tiene. How old is he? T-I-E-N-E. So go ahead and solve that and see what number you come up with. Alright, I'm going to skip activity 2 and go down to actividad 3, activity 3. Let's go over what these questions mean and how you can answer them. ¿Cómo te llamas y cuántos años tienes? So this is basic week 1 of Spanish. What's your name and how old are you? ¿Qué te gusta hacer? What do you like to do? So you're going to write down your partner's answers, and since we're focusing on tener, I'm going to go ahead and tell you to say, I am blank years old. You're going to say, tengo blank años. I am blank years old. ¿Cuántos hermanos mayores o menores tienes? How many siblings that are older or younger do you have? And of course, you're going to start with tengo, I have, and then tell someone how many of each you have. ¿Cómo se llaman tus hermanos y cuántos años tienen? What are their names, your siblings, and how old are they? So you're going to talk about their age by saying he is or she is blank years old, which is tiene, T-I-E-N-E. ¿Cómo son tus hermanos? What are your siblings like? And 6, ¿tienes perros o gatos? ¿Cómo se llaman? Do you have dogs or cats? What are they like? Or what is their name? And of course, you're going to use tango for that one as well. Let's double check the book here. We've got it. The only reason I'm going over tener with a video in kind of a little bit more detail is because it does have an irregular verb conjugation. So be careful with this. There's a G in here in the yo form. The rest of the conjugations follow the ER verb conjugation for a regular one. So we have ES, E, EMOS, EIS, and EN, but the yo form is special because there's a G in there. And I also wanted to go over in detail the uses. And I hope that by the end of this chapter, this will become more clear to you. These are very useful, and there are a lot of them. All right, buena suerte.